um, edition of Aquarian herps of all kinds, or is it herps in Aquaria? Ooh, man, who cares? Anyway, last time I made a video about my leopard gecko. I was talking about leopard gecko's health with shedding, making sure you get all the skin off at once so the little digits don't get constricted and stuff. They don't lose pieces of their tail or anything like that. And today we're going to bring up another health topic, which is eye infections. And my leopard gecko had an eye infection last week. Yes, my leopard gecko had an eye infection last week. Please, guys, no comments like, dude, how'd you let it get an eye infection, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. Look, it's a living animal. Its homeostasis isn't going to be perfect all the time. Sometimes stuff happens. Whatever. Anyway. So what I did, as soon as I saw the inflammation, and it looked like it was like the corner of the eye, around like the tear duct. Well, where on a human a tear duct would be. And first I saw it was a little pink and it was sticking out a little bit. I was like, okay, it might just be irritation, but you don't play around with that. The next day, I looked at it again. It looked like it was slightly more swollen. So I was like, crap, okay, I gotta get some medicine or something. Called a pet shop. They had this stuff called reptile eye rinse from Flukers. And they said, yeah, this is what we recommend. And this stuff works really well. And I put the drops in as the directions said, 1 or 2 in each eye, 1 to 3 times a day. And it cleared up his eye. He no longer has the inflammation. It's gone. So this stuff really, really helped. And when you have an eye infection on a leopard gecko, you want to catch it early. Always examine your pet's eyes and stuff. You want to get it before it starts to go anywhere near the pupil or you see any pus or anything come out. Because once it sets in and it causes blindness, there's nothing you can do. You can't reverse it. You don't want a leopard gecko to get a bad eye. And the thing is, these kind of infections can come from different things like a reptile's immune system is always regulated by temperature. So it can be shifts in temperature, but it can also be things like loose substrate, sand, or a wood chip getting stuck in the eye. I don't use loose substrate personally because I'm a little worried about the effects. Not saying that going more natural and using sand or, you know, eco earth, especially if you're breeding leopard geckos and you're using eco earth for lay boxes and stuff like that. Of course, that's recommended, but I'm not knocking anybody who uses loose substrate. If you want to make it more natural and your leopard gecko never had any health problems from it, then obviously you know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like these guys are adapt to an environment in the wild where there's a lot of loose substrate. There's no place in the world where an animal will just live on a giant piece of slate. So, you know, just to clear that up, I have no issues. If you use sand, you use sand. If you don't, you don't. It's personal preference. Me personally, I just don't. But that's one thing that can also cause it. Let's see, heat that. Oh, also, you got to make sure the water bowl's clean. Disinfect their tank. Spot cleaning, because leopard geckos usually go to the bathroom in the corner. Like so. That's the only corner he goes in. Spot cleaning's fine, but I think at least maybe like once a month or so, you should get, you know, a safe reptile cleaner spray or something and disinfect the tank. Just so that way bacteria just doesn't grow and it's less chance of your leopard gecko getting sick. And this is a good product. It really cleaned up his eyes really well. He's doing fine. Oh, a note, because it does say add it to each eye. Even if one eye is infected, keep in mind this is a leopard gecko. And of course with geckos, you know, they like to lick their eyeballs. Even though leopard geckos are an eyelash gecko and they have eyelids, they still lick their eyeballs. So if one eye is infected and they lick one eye and they lick the other eye, they could transfer the infection. So I treated both eyes just to make sure that I got rid of the infection totally without it getting to the other eye after the other one was cleaned up or something like that. So keep that in mind when using products like this. But I do recommend this. This is really good stuff because it worked immediately. It worked in the time frame it said it should have. It said, what did it say? I think 5 days to a week. If you guys pick this stuff up, you'll see what the directions and everything says. But yeah, about 5 days to a week. So He had it Sunday. By Friday, it was gone. It could have went all the way till Sunday, but it cleaned it up at the earliest possible time. Of course, that probably depends on the type of infection or how severe it is, so don't always go by that, by what I said, but it did a good job. So yeah, like, be mindful of your leopard gecko's eyes, along with the little digits and stuff when it comes to shedding. And that's another thing that'll make you have a nice, healthy pet leopard gecko you can enjoy for years and years, whether you're a breeder or he's just your special little pet. Me personally, am I going to breed gex? A couple times. But I'm not going to have him just be a breeder. He is my buddy. And I love him. Don't I, buddy? He's like, yeah, you love me. Get that light out of my face. I'm sorry, bud. No animals were harmed in the making of this video. Good boy. So yeah, guys, examine your leopard gecko. Make sure his eyes look normal. And if you do have a problem and you have an eye infection, I highly recommend this stuff. Keep in mind of temperature and loose substrates, and make sure you disinfect the tank once in a while. Anything that can keep your leopard gecko from getting sick or getting an eye infection. Got any more questions on eye infections and how to treat them and stuff? Leave a comment. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Later, guys.